Today is Thursday, March 7th. Guys, it's one of those days that you say to yourself, what the heck is going on? Right? You say, this is penny stock trading. BPTH. Look how ridiculous this thing is. This thing has gone from $2 and is now all the way up at $55. If you had a $2,000 account and you bought 1,000 shares, in the matter of 4 to 5 days, you could potentially be up $53,000. So right around that area, $50,000. That would be if you were holding from $2. But that's just on the fact of like, wow, look how much penny stocks could have made me if I held this play. Imagine BPTH and you have a bigger account and you bought 10,000 shares at $2. 15,000 shares, 20,000 shares. You could probably be almost getting into $1 million at this point in the matter of about 4 to 5 days. It is insane what we are seeing right now. March Madness is coming in on 2019 with an absolute blowout, right? This is insane right here. This is the biggest spike we are seeing currently on BPTH, and or this is the biggest spike we're seeing on 2019. And we'll see how much more. We've just been sitting back now because it's out of the price ranges that we trade, and just seeing how much higher this thing is going to go up to. If anyone has been able to hop in on this play, been able to hold this stock, on certain nice rips and runs, awesome job. And that's really what it comes down to, just like nice little scalps. Right now it is halted at 11.08. It should get unhalted at 11.13. So you guys have about a minute left on BPTH. And that's what it really is right now. So many people have been asking me, Dek, what's the greatest entry? What's the greatest exit? And what does it come down to right here? It just comes down to run with momentum. This thing has just spiked from $30 to $54. I know it's really tough to buy because you're like, hey, I feel like right when I get in is when it's going to start turning on me. And I definitely understand that. But right now, it is just running on pure momentum. We're going to see when this thing is going to get unhalted, where it's going to come out at. But we'll see for its next leg on up. If you guys watched my previous recap, right? The previous recap, we go over the whole entire thing. Why the stock is up, why the stock is running, why the stock is ripping. And you guys can catch that on YouTube. Just go to www.youtube.com and then search Dekmar Trades, and you'll see our recap. But BPTH, the reasons on why this is running. It is running because, A, it's a low float stock. It has 316,000 float. So we have obviously a very high demand. A very high demand, the float is the shares offered to the public, the supply. And since we have a crazy demand for BPTH and such a low supply, the stock has gone from $2 all the way up to $54 now. Now again, we are back. Let's see if this thing is going to keep on going. There's 56. There's 57. Let's see if we're going to go up. There's 58. Why not? Let's go to 59. Who says we can't see 60? I didn't say that. So again, let's see if this thing is going to keep on going up to 60. There's 60. Let's just keep it going. Why not? So again, the stock is continuing to climb here. We are just ripping dollars. BPTH, you're going to see this happen probably 4 to 5 times a year. 4 to 5 times a year is when this. Sure, let's go to $63. You just want to, hey, you want to push your luck, go double or nothing, 64? Why not? All right, there's $64. This is insane right now, guys. This is such a big time rip and such a big time climb. And as I said, why is this stock doing this? Why is this stock making this climb? It really came down to it had a very big rip on Friday with a low float. It set itself up in a mid-candle breakout pattern, and then it came out with the press release. It just came out with the press release, and the press release is not worth $65. It's not. It's not worth a $65 move. This stock is such a low float play, and it caught fire. Everyone's buying it. And it still only has 316,000 float, so that's why this thing is just moving so crazy. So crazy right now because everyone is getting involved with this. Right? Look at some big time names. Has anyone even heard of BPTH? Not really, because you know why? 2 weeks ago, it was only worth $1 per share. 2 weeks ago, this stock was worth $1.75. Last month ago, or about a month ago, this thing was below $1. Right? It's now at $64. It is insane on BPTH. This is worth more currently than GoPro. GoPro is at $6, right? There's so many stocks that you guys probably know of, and so many different companies that you guys know of that BPTH, for some reason, $1 per share stock is now worth $65, right? It is, this is absolutely ginormous. The amount of money that the company is currently worth just on a spike, and then probably a week from now when it's all the way back down to zero. If I was the CEO of BPTH right now, I would probably never going to get this high again. So if I'm BPTH's CEO, I'm calling, hey, who wants to buy my company? Yeah, it's $64 per share right now. But yeah, this is just all an absolute crazy squeeze supernova. As we've seen so many other crazy squeeze supernovas. The last one we saw this big was RKDA, and RKDA, guess what it did? It went from $6 all the way up to $66, and then guess what? It came all the way back down to $6. This will balance out. We've seen DRYS. DRYS went from $5 all the way up to $115. And then guess where it's at right now? Back down to $5. So this thing went from $5, it went all the way to $115. And then look at this red day could be coming up tomorrow. This red day could be coming up on Monday, right? We've seen LFIN. LFIN, this stock went from, I believe, $2 up towards about 100. Look at this. This went from $2 up towards 142. And right now it's currently at 159. It's going to balance itself back on out. But obviously, right now, this is just absolute madness. It looks like we're going to be gapping up to $70. Why not, huh? Why not at this rate? So BPTH is still, again, continuing to get this nice move, still running. And these are the type of stocks that can change your life. They can. These stocks can change your life, and I know I'm saying that. And if you guys are saying, "Hey, Dek, well, you're saying that, and that's awesome, but I'm not in on this play," well, get motivated, get fired up. That's why we trade these plays, guys. Imagine if Apple ever did this. Imagine if Apple ran, let's say a total of 3,000% in the matter of 5 days. You know how many millionaires would be in the world? It wouldn't be. There'd be like so much inflation. It wouldn't even make sense. Right here, BPTH. This is picking, a select amount of people right now to basically make hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you were studying, if you were holding this play, if you, again, are able to get in on these plays at the right areas, it can change your life. And again, I'm so happy for everyone who's been able to make such big bank on BPTH today. And I've been looking through profits chat, guys, it's insane. We have $5,000 profits, $10,000 profits, $6,000 profits, $8,000 profits, another $7,000 profit. So again, I'm just looking through here and scrolling on up. There is so much money being made, and again, you guys absolutely deserve it. I know a lot of people have just been more sitting back as well and just kind of watching the show, and that's absolutely awesome. But yeah, we were talking about earlier, guys, people are just going to keep trading BPTH until it dies off. And as I said, BPTH is like the Super Bowl. You're not turning off the Super Bowl until it dies off. So if you want SEEL to run, if you want GTXI to run, it's just not going to happen until BPTH dies off. I had a nice trade today. I got in on a SEEL. I got in at $2. I sold at $2.28. Bought in on a SEEL, and that was from a good press release where I got in at $2 in pre-market, sold at $2.28, and I was able to make $400. So I was pretty happy with that one. But guess what? SEL doesn't have any sort of big-time hype right now because it's just everyone's focusing on BPTH. So we'll see how much higher this thing has left in store for us. It's an awesome supernova. They usually happen 4 to 5 times a year. It's just, absolutely crazy. It's absolutely beautiful. It's back alive right now. Let's keep it going. So far, $71. So far, $73. So far, that's $73.52. What's the big concerns? The big concern coming up is going to be a T12 halt. What is a T12 halt? A T12 halt is the worst halt you can get. That is when basically, is this thing going to turn soon? We got a high of $73. $13 drop. This may be in some trouble now. It may have found its doom. 73. All right, let's see. Let's keep this one going right here. Let's go BPTH. What, Berger, you call that 72, missed by a dollar? That's, again, we were having before, that nice little contest to see who could, nail the top price. But yeah, BPTH, $73 top. And now it's looking ugly, for that possible, a dump. But yeah, the worst things that can happen on this play would be an offering that would drop it, or a T12 hold. And a T12 hold is when the SEC gets involved. When they see a spike so big, or when they see something that's so unusual that the SEC says, "Why is your stock up so high?" They freeze the stock. So they freeze the stock so no one can trade it, and they ask for like paperwork on why the stock is up so high. So, that's something that happens, and usually it takes about a few months so you get your money is stuck for a few months inside a play. And then usually when it gets unhalted, it's back down to its original price, back down towards around, like, in this case, it'd be probably back down towards like $20, and then it would dump down towards like 2. So that's the big concern if you guys are ever in on this, especially with getting halted and halted and halted again. We don't know. BPTH, this could be a T12 hold. It would, come up in about 10 to 15 minutes saying it's a T12 hold. And then that's basically, if you're in on this play, you're kind of, you're a little bit, out of it. So you got to be careful then. But, BPTH just got halted on the downside. We'll keep this rocking and rolling for a bit to see how low this is going to be heading. Yeah, we could definitely see shorts. Shorts may try to take over here. I'm not in on BPTH. I know the majority of you guys are not in on BPTH. I want other plays to run. It would be pretty interesting. I don't want anyone to lose any money, but it would be pretty interesting to see this thing go from, $28 to 73 and then dump all the way back down to like $19. Right? That would be pretty interesting. So, let's see if BPTH is going to get that bloodbath all the way back on down. Let's see what we have left on this. So, and let's see. Usually it's going to be about a 5-minute hold. It got halted again. Holts are broken up in 5, 10 minutes. So it's either a 5-minute hold or a 10-minute hold. It's 11:23 right now. And this is, definitely wild. Definitely, an absolute insane move right now. I want to see where this top is going to, or excuse me, how low this is going to go. The thing is, we will probably see also one crazy bounce. This bounce will be very difficult to find. I would say the best, by looking at the chart pattern, it would be right here, right along $47. So this would be the best bounce play because this is where it had its consolidation before moving on up again. So the $47 mark would be the best bounce area. But that's still another $13 to drop. So we'll see if it can drop that $13 mark. But people are going to look for a bounce play. And that is where some people are going to lose big as well. Again, there's going to be a lot of greedy people here. There are going to be a lot of greedy people here where people are going to try to nail this bounce. Some people are going to buy a 58, 55, and it's going to keep on going lower and lower. And a lot of people are going to lose their account just on a greedy bounce. I think the best bounce would be at $47. Now, heads up, I'm not in on any of these bounces, guys. I'm taking this as pure education, pure entertainment right now. But this thing is, definitely wild. Let's see where this thing's gonna be going next. Again, I'm happy with my $400 today. GTXI, is hitting a new high of the day. So GTXI right here, that's still moving on up. That's still being a nice gainer. And look, we may get a little bit of hype on GTXI. Why would we be getting hype on GTXI? Why would that make sense? Why would hype all of a sudden be spiking in on GTXI? Maybe because finally BPTH is dumping on off and maybe penny stock traders are coming back down to this play, right? Nonlinear stock says, I want to know who's really buying at $60 anyway. You got to have some courage. You have to have some courage to be buying up this high. Absolutely. GTXI still doing a nice move. About $1 rip right there on GTXI. About $1 spike right there on GTXI since BPTH started cracking. And we like to call that the good old-fashioned what? Good old-fashioned mob shift. What does the mob stand for? Majority of buyers, right? The majority of buyers, the people that are running around with their head cut off saying, oh my God, I'm buying this, right? And look what happened. BPTH just started dumping on off. So what is everyone starting to do right now? Oh, where can I make money? Okay, I need to make money. I'm a stock trader. I need to make money, right? That's what I do, right? All the people that are running around with their heads cut off, where are they running over to now? Now people are sprinting over to GTXI because they think that's going to be the next BPTH. And now people are buying this one because they think that's going to be the next BPTH. It's not going to. It's definitely getting a little overextended, guys, so be careful. But, right now, that's a little bit of a mob shift over to BPTH. So notice right when that one starts dumping, this one starts spiking. That's a mob shift. ALT, I know, also trying to get some hype towards it. Look at this. So now we got ALT spiking. Look at this. We got GTXI spiking. Look at this. We got CLRB, trying to move on up a little bit. It's just a mob shifting. That's all it is. Big time spike. Basically, imagine 100 people at the Super Bowl, and now 100 people just left the Super Bowl party. What's going on now? Now everyone's dispersing, right? The party's over now. The Super Bowl party's over. Now everyone's going to their cars. They're all driving off in different directions. And that's, kind of what's going on. Let's see. Again, I'm waiting for this. I just want to see this dump, where it's going down to. I think 47 is going to be the bounce play. Fun day, though. Fun day in chat so far. Very exciting stuff. This got halted, as we know, at 11. Excuse me. This got halted at 11:27. Not GT. Oh, excuse me. BPTH. I'm looking at the complete wrong play. Right now we both had spikes, and I was like, oh wow. So this got halted at 11:20. So it's a 10-minute halt right now, not a 5-minute halt. 10-minute halt. Kind of look like, again, I wasn't looking up at the top right-hand corner. They kind of look like the same kind of spike, big time spike, and then the red candle right here. And then we have, BPTH, obviously monster, big time spike in the red candle. That's why I was like, what, 11:27? That makes zero sense. But yeah, it's 11:20 right here. PL Stalker GTXI just made $1,590. Hey, awesome job, buddy. You guys literally just make me laugh, make me smile on how much money you guys make, and especially for the people that I've seen who've been here in chat for months to years. And I've seen so many of you guys basically grow your accounts, and so many of you guys grow who you are as a trader. People are saying, Dek, I'm starting my paper trading career, and now people are saying, oh, I make $1,300 in a day. It just cracks me up. So I kind of do have that little bit of proud dad in me. It's like, yeah, you did it. It's my boy out there. It's like instead of a dad watching their kid play baseball, hitting off the T-ball, running to first base. I'm like, yeah, he made $1,000. But an awesome job. I know we love having fun and working hard. But, it all comes down to honestly helping you guys out the best of my abilities and making sure you guys are getting the right things you guys need to do to be consistent traders. TM trader, Dad, can you raise my allowance? Again, the beautiful thing about stock trading is you pick your own allowance. How about that, son? All right. Raise my allowance. You get to choose your allowance. Say, okay, I want $1,000 a day. Hey, well then make it happen. This is the stock market. Doesn't say no unless, again, you don't study. So this thing should be getting unhalted in the next minute, 11:20. So it should get unhalted at around 11:30ish. So again, we should probably have the next 25 seconds or so. This should get unhalted. Let's see if traders are going to get scared here. Let's see if they're going to get scared, or let's see if they're going to try to hold it. There is the possibility that they may try to hold it on up. I still think I'm going, again, guessing prediction and bounce play $47. That's where I'm going. That's where I put it. And that's because I see this little dash line right here from the old halt. Old halt, resistance, then it broke on up. I think that's going to hold up as our support line right around that 47 area. So right here, BPTH, it's 11:30. This thing should get unhalted. If it goes any longer, we could be facing a possible T12. So let's see. We'll give it a couple more minutes here because we are now again over the 10-minute mark. Let's see again, halt trade halts, BPTH. Again, no time that says it's coming back yet. It may say soon, if this turns into a T12, if this turns into a T12, the people that are in on this play are going to be very angry. Again, I know we aren't in on this play. We're not in on the stock at all. But if this is a T12, that is going to be insane for some people as they are stuck for a few months. Let's see what's going to happen here. It could come out. You guys don't know what a T12 halt is? Let me bring it up. Yeah, so again, this is pretty funny. This is from Bazinga. A T12 halt. When stocks get called to the principal's office. It's basically the worst thing you can do. Remember back in like high school or elementary school, when you get called to the principal's office, you're like, whoa, I'm in some deep trouble, right? Usually if you get in some trouble, it's like, hey, go sit by yourself for a little bit. Hey, go sit in the corner. Go to the principal's office. It's like, geez, I'm going to be in some trouble. So, a T12 halt, guys, is when the SEC gets involved. When the SEC stops the whole stock and they say to themselves, they contact BPTH and they say, hey, why is the stock up so high? Because BPTH could be doing something on their end. The CEO could maybe bought a whole bunch of shares of BPTH, maybe put out a press release to get people to buy it, and maybe he wants to sell all his shares. Imagine if the CEO bought 1 million shares of his own company and then maybe had other people pump his stock right now. And now he's maybe up $20-30 million, right? That could be fraud. So what could be happening right now? The SEC could be contacting BPTH saying, why is the stock up? We want to see all the paperwork of what's been filed. We want to see if you've been buying any shares. We want to see if anyone's been contacting anyone, because there could be something going on right here on the fact of why did your stock, your crappy little BPTH stock. They're probably trying to be as nice as they can. Imagine calling BPTH's company and saying, hey, this is the SEC. We realize you're at $60. We don't mean to be rude here, but you're not worth $60. What is going on here? So basically, they freeze the whole entire stock and they take an investigation, and the investigation goes on for a few months. And the time the investigation goes on a few months to get rid of all the shares, and it usually dumps back down towards like $7. And if you're in right now at $60, yes, your shares are held and your money is held for the whole entire investigation for the SEC filings on the T12. And when it comes back out, down towards $20, $10, yes, that's where your price comes out. So if you're in at 1,000 shares at $60 and it comes down towards $12, then you would be down like $58,000, or if you're down 1,000 shares or something like that. So, T12 halts are very scary, and people get very nervous of them. We don't know if it's a T12 halt. So again, we don't know if it's a T12 halt just yet, but it is longer than 10 minutes, which is a great kind of start for it, especially if it starts passing like 20-25 minutes. And again, I'm not saying that the CEOs, of BPTH are doing that. I'm just trying to give you guys an example of why they would do why a T12 halt would happen. So I'm not saying BPTH. It's not like if you you happen to know BPTH and you're like, yeah, Dekmar trade's spreading all these rumors about you. No, again, I'm just using that as an example if there ever was a T12 halt, because there could be some sort of fraudulent activity. So that's why they may do that, but it is not on one yet. It has not been announced yet. It is longer than 10 minutes though, which does make it a little bit nerve-wracking. Oh, we're live. We're live. So it is live right now. Down to $47. Oh, let's see if this is my bounce play. Let's see if the $47 mark. Hey, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's see, 52. Look at that. So I was pretty spot on so far with the bounce play. Pretty spot on with the bounce play. No T12. No T12 if you guys were in, if anyone was in. You guys are good right now, but be careful. So right now, just got halted again. Guys, I would not be in on any of this. It is way too risky, and the fact we just got halted now for how many times? 6 times, 7 times a day? That T12 could be coming, and it is not worth it for me. So again, perfect $47 bounce play, right? Perfect $47 bounce play though. And again, if everyone is just wondering what's going on there, that's just an old that was an old halt. So since that was an old halt, that is where the stock is bouncing on up right there. So everyone see that little dash line? That just told me that this was going to be the best bounce play. So we're all good right here. So again, I'm actually still recording for the recap, so I'm going to wrap this up just because of I want to see where this is going to come out. And again, we went longer than 10 minutes, which is a very scary thing to do. This one may be longer than 10 minutes as well. I don't want to keep this recap going, but yeah, BPTH has been an awesome play. Get in chat, and again, let's have some fun. Other than that, BPTH, let's see where this thing's going to be going at all the way towards around 12 o'clock, and we'll obviously go from there. What a crazy move so far today. Awesome job. Let me know if you have any questions.